Stage 1, learning and absorbing. Childhood, early teens. Imagine your life as a massive skyscraper. Not a small apartment, not a tiny hut, but a skyscraper that could reach the clouds. Now, here's the truth that most people never realize. The strength of your entire building depends on the foundation. Stage 1 of your life, childhood and early teens, is that foundation. Everything you absorb, every lesson, every habit, every little experience silently carves the pathways in your brain. It programs your mind for either limitless possibilities or invisible barriers. Habits are born in stage 1. Every little habit you form in childhood is like a seed. Brushing your teeth, making your bed, finishing homework on time. Small actions. If you repeat them consistently, they grow roots and eventually become automatic behaviors. Most adults fail not because they lack talent, but because their early habits were weak. A child who was taught discipline and responsibility automatically grows up to handle bigger challenges. A child in a lazy or chaotic environment often struggles to take action even when opportunities knock. Habits formed here are invisible but insanely powerful. They decide whether you wake up early or hit snooze, whether you save money or spend recklessly, whether you push yourself or give up. Mindset is shaped stage 1, doesn't just shape habits, it shapes your entire worldview. If your parents, teachers, or environment constantly say, don't take risks, be careful, you might fail, your mind learns fear before courage even has a chance to show up. On the other hand, if you're encouraged to try, fail, and try again, if curiosity is celebrated, not punished, you develop a growth mindset. You learn that failure is feedback, not a life sentence. And this mindset will silently guide every major decision in your life. Career, relationships, and even the type of people you surround yourself with. 3 small experiences have giant effect. Never underestimate tiny moments in childhood. The kid who solves a puzzle and gets praised feels a rush of confidence plus curiosity. The kid who is scolded for trying anything risky learns fear of failure. These tiny moments compound like interest in a bank account. By the time you're a teenager, these small imprints create automatic patterns that shape your future. I'm telling you, your destiny doesn't just appear in adulthood. It quietly builds itself while you're still young, absorbing lessons from everyone and everything around you. 4, environment. And influence. Your environment is like a climate for your mind. Positive, growth-oriented surroundings, you naturally thrive. Negative, limiting surroundings, you naturally stagnate. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Stage 1 amplifies this. Every conversation, every habit, every belief you pick up becomes default wiring in your mind. So if you grew up around curious, ambitious, and disciplined people, your brain learns to think big naturally. If you grew up around pessimistic, lazy, or fearful people, your brain defaults to playing small. 5, story example. 2 children, let me tell you a story. Child A, parents encourage questions. They provide books, experiments, and challenges. Child that fails a lot, but learns that failure is normal. This child grows up confident, curious, and proactive. Child B, parents don't challenge him, mistakes are punished. TV and video games fill his days. This child grows up afraid to take risks, hesitant to try new things, and constantly chasing validation. 10 years later, the difference is obvious. Child A is thriving, child B is stuck. 6, how stage 1 directly affects your destiny. Habits formed. Long-term discipline, mindset shaped. Approach to challenges, small experiences, confidence or fear, environment, default beliefs about yourself and the world. This stage silently decides whether you will chase opportunities or let life happen to you. Your childhood was not just growing up. It was programming your destiny. 7, actionable advice for anyone in stage 1 or guiding a young life one develop. Small, positive habits daily. They compound into unstoppable momentum. 2, feed curiosity relentlessly. Ask questions, explore, experiment. 3, choose your environment wisely. Friends, mentors, teachers matter more than you think. 4, avoid negative programming. Statements like you can't or it's too hard stick forever. Stage 2, experimentation and self-discovery. Teens, early 22nd, Subhai. You survived stage 1. You absorbed habits, mindset, and patterns. You built your foundation. Now life hands you the next level. Stage 2 is all about experimentation and self-discovery. This is the stage where your choices begin to shape your destiny in real time. Here's the thing, most people drift in this stage. They follow others, copy what's popular, or wait for permission. They waste years. And by the time they realize, stage 3 is already knocking. But the few who master stage 2, bhai, they unlock exponential growth. The freedom to experiment. Teens in early 22nds give you a unique superpower, freedom. You can try different hobbies, careers, sports, skills. You can fail without catastrophic consequences. You can explore relationships, passions, and your own limits. Think of it as a playground for your future self. Every experiment is like a small investment in your life's blueprint. Here's the key. Experiment widely, but observe deeply. Learn what excites you, what drains you, what comes naturally. Keep refining until you start understanding your unique strengths. 2, the power of bold decisions. This is where courage matters. Stage 2 rewards the bold. Want to start a side hustle? Try it. Want to join a club, go to a new city, meet new people? Do it. Want to fail publicly? Embrace it. Why? Because failure here is cheaper than regret later. Most people avoid boldness. They stick to the safe route. And the funny part, they think they're avoiding risk, but they're actually risking their whole future. 3, building awareness of your identity. Stage 2 is not just about trying new things. It's about discovering who you truly are. What are your core values? What kind of work or activity gives you flow? What kind of people lift you up? And who drags you down? Bhai, this stage is your personal laboratory. You are testing ideas, actions, and identities. And every success or failure teaches you, this aligns with me, this does not by the end of stage 2. You should know yourself better than anyone else. 4, habits and patterns. Multiply here. The habits from stage 1 now compound. A disciplined child now disciplines themselves in experiments. A curious child now actively seeks knowledge. A confident child now pushes boundaries. Stage 2 is like the acceleration stage. What you do here either magnifies your foundation or exposes weaknesses. The cost of indecision. Here's the brutal truth. The person who drifts from job to job, relationship to relationship, hobby to hobby, without reflection. The person who follows the crowd, avoids discomfort, or fears failure. They may survive stage 2, but they enter stage 3 years behind their peers. Bhai, time in stage 2 is like money in the bank. Spend it wisely, and you compound interest on your life. Waste it, and you pay a penalty in lost opportunities. 6, examples of stage 2 decisions. Look at successful people. Elon Musk, in his 20s, experimented with startups and software, despite risk. Oprah Winfrey explored media, acting, and public speaking before finding her true calling. Jack Ma faced rejection dozens of times before committing fully to Alibaba. Notice the pattern. They tested, failed, learned, iterated, and only then scaled stage 3. 7. Actionable advice for stage 2. Bhai, if you are in stage 2, do this. 1, try new things relentlessly. Every skill, every idea, every project is data for your future. 2, fail boldly, fail fast, learn fast, treat mistakes as tuition, not punishment. 3, observe yourself deeply. What excites you? What drains you? Who inspires you? 4, document your journey. Journaling or reflection will help you make stage 3 explosive. 5, choose your companions wisely. Your friends, mentors, peers amplify your outcomes. 8, stage 2 is the bridge. Stage 1 built a foundation. Stage 2 tests that foundation and builds the bridge to the next stage, execution and mastery. If you experiment wisely, stage 3 becomes unstoppable. If you drift, stage 3 becomes a struggle. Think of stage 2 like calibration. Your habits, mindset, and identity are being aligned with your true potential. Stage 3, execution and mastery, mid-20s to mid-40s. This is the game-changing stage. This is where the foundation you built in stage 1 And the experiments you did in stage 2 either explode into success or fade into frustration. Stage 3 is the stage of execution and mastery. It's no longer about learning or experimenting. It's about applying everything you've absorbed consistently every single day. 1. Execution is everything. Here's the harsh truth. Most people fail in life not because they lack talent, ideas, or ambition. They fail because they don't execute consistently. Stage 3 is where dreams meet discipline. You've learned. You've experimented. Now it's time to produce results. Every habit, every skill, every lesson is tested under real-world conditions. Imagine 2 people. Person A, brilliant, talented, full of ideas, but never takes consistent action. Person B, average skills, but relentless execution. Guess who succeeds in stage 3? Person B every single time. Execution compounds. Discipline multiplies results exponentially. Mastery is built through repetition. Stage 3 is also about deep work and skill mastery. You pick a skill, a craft, a career, a business, you practice deliberately, consistently, and with focus. Nobody masters anything overnight. It's repetition, iteration, and refinement. Writing 1 book, practice every day. Starting a business, learn by doing, failing, and improving. Building relationships, show up consistently, even when it's hard. Stage 3 rewards those who show up every day, not those who wait for inspiration. 3. Habits become systems. Stage 3 is the stage where habits become systems. Morning routines, work rituals, decision-making processes, everything that used to be a struggle in stage 2 now becomes automatic, predictable, and scalable. These systems multiply your results. Think of it like this. Stage 1 equal to planting seeds. Stage 2 equal to watering, and experimenting. Stage 3 equal to building a machine that produces fruit daily. 4. Discipline beats motivation. Stage 3 teaches one brutal lesson. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. There will be days when you don't feel like working, days when the world seems against you, days when failures hit hard. Those who rely on feeling inspired crash. Those who rely on disciplined systems thrive. Stage 3 is where your results are proof of your habits. No excuses, no shortcuts. 5. Compound effect of decisions. Every small decision you make in stage 3 compounds massively. Choosing to save instead of spend, choosing to invest in skills. Instead of distractions, choosing to focus. Instead of procrastinate. These choices look insignificant in the moment, but 5 to 10 years later, they define your life trajectory. Stage 3 is all about leverage, leveraging skills, habits, networks, and time. The cost of ignoring stage 3, here's what happens. If you drift in stage 3, skills remain unrefined, potential stays dormant, opportunities pass by. Your stage 1 and stage 2 preparation goes to waste. Stage 3 is unforgiving. It separates the dreamers from the doers. 7. Examples of stage 3 mastery. Look at great achievers. Elon Musk, in his 30 seconds, applied all his learning and experimentation to launch multiple companies simultaneously. Oprah built her empire with relentless discipline and focus. Jack Ma executed strategy after strategy, iterated again and again before Alibaba became a global powerhouse. Notice the pattern? Mastery and execution plus relentless action equal to results that last decades. 8. Actionable advice for stage 3. If you are in stage 3 or approaching it, follow these steps. 1. Commit fully to execution. Ideas without action are useless. 2. Develop unbreakable systems. Your habits must survive even when motivation dies. 3. Focus relentlessly on skills that matter. Don't scatter your energy. 4. Leverage networks and mentors. Stage 3 is where connections multiply outcomes. 5. Embrace failure. As a teacher, don't run from setbacks. Analyze and adapt. Stage 3 is the turning point. Stage 1 planted your foundation. Stage 2 taught you who you are and what works. Stage 3 turns knowledge into results, potential into wealth, and habits into power. It's messy. It's demanding. It's also the only stage where your destiny truly takes shape. If you've made it this far, stage 4 is where your life stops being just about you. Stage 4 is legacy and impact. This is the stage where everything you learned, experimented with, and executed is no longer just a personal achievement. It's about what you leave behind. This stage is where ordinary people fade and extraordinary people become remembered for generations. 1. The shift from me to we. Stage 1. Absorb knowledge. Stage 2. Explore yourself. Stage 3. Execute and master your craft. Stage 4. It's no longer about what you get. It's about what you give. Your impact multiplies when you mentor, guide, or inspire others. Your work becomes a platform for change, not just a paycheck. Your actions now affect families, communities, industries, and sometimes the world. By Stage 4 is about moving from personal ambition to lasting influence. 2. Freedom through mastery by this stage. If Stage 3 was executed well, you've built financial stability, you've mastered your craft, you've created systems that keep producing results. Now you have the freedom to choose how you spend your time, energy, and resources. Stage 4 is about aligning your freedom with impact. You can chase passion projects, charitable initiatives, or even mentor the next generation of leaders. Legacy is built by small, consistent actions. Many people think legacy is about one huge act. Boy, that's a myth. Legacy is usually small actions compounded over decades. Teaching your children the right values, building businesses or systems that outlast. You helping others grow and succeed, being consistent in your principles and actions. Every small positive action in Stage 4 is like adding bricks to a monument that future generations will see. Stage 4 demands purpose, unlike Stage 3. Stage 4 is not about hustle or grinding. It's about purpose and alignment. Are you creating something that outlasts your lifespan? Are you inspiring and enabling others to succeed? Are your actions creating a ripple effect that impacts hundreds or thousands of lives? High purpose is the ultimate currency in this stage. Money, fame, and material success fade. Impact and legacy are what last. 5. Examples of Stage 4 impact. Look at the icons. Jack Ma, after building Alibaba, he focused on philanthropy and education, shaping the future for millions. Oprah Winfrey uses her influence to inspire, mentor, and fund projects that change lives globally. Elon Musk. Stage 4 impact is now not just wealth, but space exploration, renewable energy, and changing the way humanity thinks about technology. Notice the pattern. Stage 4 is where influence and purpose converge. 6. Actionable advice for Stage 4 if you are entering or approaching Stage 4. 1. Mentor and teach. Your experience is gold for younger generation. 2. Invest in meaningful projects. Choose causes that outlast you. 3. Reflect on your life's lessons. Share wisdom, not just wealth. 4. Focus on impact over recognition. True legacy doesn't need applause. 5. Continue learning. Even at Stage 4, growth never stops. Bye. Stage 4 is the stage where you finally turn everything you've done into something eternal. 7. The secret of true legacy. Here's the thing most people never understand. And wealth fades, fame fades, power fades, but impact doesn't. Your influence, your teaching, your systems, your principle, these are what survive the test of time. Stage 4 is about creating a life that speaks long after you're gone. 8. Closing punch. The 4 stages of life now. Bye. Let's zoom out. 1. Stage 1. Learning and absorbing. Build your foundation. 2. Stage 2. Experimentation and self-discovery. Know who you are. 3. Stage 3. Execution and mastery. Apply, produce, and compound results. 4. Stage 4. Legacy and impact. Inspire, give back, and leave a mark. Every stage feeds the next. Neglect one, and your destiny weakens. Master all 4. And you don't just live, you shape the world around you. Here's the final truth. Your destiny is not random. It's the sum of every choice in these 4 stages. So plant wisely, experiment boldly, execute relentlessly, and leave a legacy that will make the world better long after you're gone. That's how extraordinary lives are built. That's how destiny is mastered.